lioness. These other niggas show I'm sweating, crack baby. Get back, boy. Get back to club. Yeah, niggas still falling to a death trap. We got a style. Aim at you.
Hell yeah.
Niggas proud. Let's ride. Shout out my nigga feet. Every motherfucker don't get a key outside. Look at him. So tell me what you see. This is about money. It's bigger than me. I told my homies don't kill him. Bring the nigga to me. Yeah.
This particular time, I truly believe that, I know everybody is going to want to ask questions, about the Pacquiao fight. Like I said, the sport of boxing has truly changed. We have a lot of new companies, a lot of new faces, and Netflix. I truly believe that we'll get this done. I think we're almost at the finish line to finish the Pacquiao fight, but a lot of things has changed in the sport of boxing. And eventually, I think within the next 48 hours, either the Pacquiao fight should be done.
I think that can't happen. If I work with him, and which I think that that's what we'll do, I think we'll get better results.
Because I remember in the first fight, you were in the corner saying, come on, Floyd, let the combinations go. Really put it on Pacquiao. I remember in that first fight, that's what you were asking for.
Right.
So do you think maybe he pulls more of that out the second time?
All right.
So maybe the second time he pulls more of that out?
Have a choice. That was his dad's only thing that he ever taught him in his life is boxing. His dad pushed him hard. We used to call his dad Joe Jackson. I don't know how hard Joe Jackson actually pushed his kids, but he pushed his kids to greatness. And Floyd did the exact same thing. That's a big price to pay though, because you never know if that child is going to like you or that child's going to.
Bring that smoke. Bring that shit. Take him out, Roger. Take him out, Roger. Take him out, Roger. The Black Mamba. Woo! Catch him. Best defense in business.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is preparing to step back into the ring this June for another exhibition bout. While many fans continue speculating about a long-awaited rematch with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd has kept those rumors unclear for now. Instead, he is reportedly set to face Greek kickboxing veteran Mike Zambidis in an exhibition matchup. Although the announcement has received mixed reactions from fans, the event marks Floyd's return to the spotlight after nearly 2 years away from boxing action. His most recent appearance came against John Gotti III in August 2024. At the same time, discussions surrounding a possible Pacquiao rematch continue to generate attention, leading many fans to wonder whether this exhibition could serve as preparation for something even bigger in the future. Even at 49, Mayweather remains confident in his abilities and appears eager to remind fans why he is considered one of boxing's all-time greats.
That's Floyd Money Mayweather, and you're going to hear much more from him. But here is Mayweather on the mitts with Roger, the legend. Rest in peace, Roger Mayweather, the Black Mamba, the two-time champion. He had so many phrases that he used. Everyone loved Roger. And I still can't wrap my hand around that. How come he's not in the Hall of Fame? If Mayweather's in the Hall of Fame, which Floyd got in a couple years ago, then Roger has to be there. That was his coach. Floyd is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He got in a couple years ago. Roger has to be in there, and I hope they correct that immediately. Another thing that needs correction, an outlet, and I don't know, today it's very hard to tell what is AI, what is real, what is fake, and what is real. I don't know. But a website called Business Insider did a story, a hit piece, what's called a hit piece on Floyd, which I don't believe a lot of what was written there. It said that he's broke. There's no way that he's broke. Mayweather's made over $1 billion, and he has a lot of businesses that people know of, and he has a lot of businesses but people have no idea about. So here, they do a hit piece just to make him look bad, while Mayweather is living in a mansions, driving very expensive cars, and traveling the world and enjoying one day at a time. Now, him and Manny Pacquiao may fight next year, and if it does happen, not next year, sorry, this year, 2026, it's going to be one of the biggest events in sports.
Boxed everybody. I boxed everybody, and it's so crazy. Like, I had a lot of great days, I had a lot of bad days in the gym. but I tell them I never have bad paydays.
Dimitri Salita told me a story that one time a big heavyweight, a known heavyweight, challenged you. You told Leonard to go get your bag and you dropped him with the body shot.
In a boxing gym, it don't count. You can have good days, you can have bad days. You know, a lot of times guys do good in the gym. You know, they be happy. They feel like if you're doing good with Floyd Mayweather in the gym, oh, I want a world title. Well, you got to really look at this now. Slow down. You go home to an apartment. You know, I go home to a palace. There's a difference.
Now, Floyd,
you know, when you say your name, when they say these fighters' names, they say thousands and millions. When you say Money Mayweather, you say billions.
Reports suggest Floyd has already started training camp and is working closely with his cousin, Lake Mayweather, the son of legendary trainer Roger Mayweather. Lake recently spoke about the experience of training alongside Floyd and shared insights into the atmosphere inside camp. According to him, Floyd remains highly focused and disciplined despite being years removed from professional competition.
Yeah, for people who don't really understand like what all of that goes through, tell them about like, you know, we hear him say it all the time, hard work and dedication, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not tapping you unless you're putting in that hard work and dedication.
Exactly.
You feel me? So like, just kind of let people, give them just the insight in that background and working with them in the type of elite level that is.
Man, listen, I worked with a lot of fighters. I worked with world champions. There's nothing like Floyd Mayweather. You know, aside from that being my cousin, like no bias involved, that really is the greatest fighter of all time. And holding the mitts, you can feel it technically. You know, he has a stigma that he can't punch. I can confirm he can punch, and he can punch really hard. You know, but even at this age, he's still fast. He's still slick, and he's still a perfectionist because that's what got him to be the best. And you know, he's a perfectionist at all things. So that means even with me, and that's what I want. You know, I want him to be hard on me when we're doing it all, because that's only gonna make me better as a trainer.
Lake Mayweather also discussed Floyd's conditioning and punching ability, suggesting that the former champion still carries impressive speed and sharpness in training. He also commented on the possibility of a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, claiming that Floyd appears highly motivated and determined if the fight eventually happens. The discussion even referenced past comments from Roger Mayweather before the original 2015 fight, drawing comparisons between those earlier predictions and the confidence currently surrounding Floyd's preparation today.